thoughts and information comes when I'm driving. It's a meditative process for me, which kind of goes along with what I wanted to talk about. We get stuck in these ruts about how things should be done, and think we have to do them that way every time. People ask me a lot, often, if I meditate. When I say, not really, at least not in the way they're talking about it. I don't sit down in a quiet place at home and, kind of thing. Driving for me quiets my mind just enough so that I open up to receive, and that's a meditative process for me. So what I wanted to talk about is this idea of ritual, which is a similar kind of thing. It popped into my head, and then I thought, a lot of times people think in order to get to a place where they can receive a message like that, like a channeling, to channel, that they need to do certain things before they do that. And what I've found is I don't need that. Once I figured out how to tap into it, all I have to do is in my mind go there, and zip, I am connected. The next things that come are messages, and sometimes they do come that quickly. This teaching came to me via, I cannot remember where I was. He was talking about, it's a Buddhist philosophy, and darn it, I'm gonna forget the name of it right now. I will put it in the description so that it will be there. I'll look it up. But it's a way to access a certain feeling. Use the example of put on an article of clothing. You probably have an article of clothing that makes you feel a certain way when you put it on. For me, it's like a pair of boots. You put on a certain pair of boots, and all of a sudden I feel powerful and strong. Sorry, my GPS. Or a scarf, a shawl. I have a shawl that I wear. And all of a sudden, as soon as I put that on, my back, I stand straighter. I feel more confident. I feel, artsy. I used this phrase a couple of years ago, several years ago, maybe now, and, it's dressed like a rock star. It's kind of what I meant when I said that, because when I dress a certain way, I feel really good about myself. In other words, I could tap into a confidence that I have. And that's the key to this whole thing. That confidence is inside of me. The difference is I didn't see it that way before. I thought I had to have those clothes on to feel that way. Once I figured out that it wasn't that as long as I knew the path, so the next time I put something on like that, I felt myself shift into that. All of a sudden, it's like I could see the doorway there. Once I knew where it was, I don't need the clothes to do it. I could go through that portal without it. And that's what I want to talk. That's the point. If you've got something that you do, some kind of ritual that you use to get to a certain mental state or something like that, it's even like to calm down. Well, I'll do these things. I'll put in some, I don't know, a certain kind of music. I'll go to a certain place and it'll calm me down, or talk to someone, or whatever it is. It can be anything like that. Next time you do that, kind of pay attention. It's a little difficult when you're upset or anxious, because we don't think very clearly and we don't have a presence of mind in that moment to say, oh, let me watch this process and how I do this. Let's watch it as it happens, which is basically what I'm talking about. But maybe the next time you sit down to meditate and you really do have that mindfulness that you're engaging in, use that to watch yourself shift. In other words, watch where you go, and just know next time, that's all you need. Once you see it, once you know where that's at, you can just go, I want to go there. And it's amazing, literally amazing. You'll be like, boop, all of a sudden. Now, I don't know, like the first couple of times you might be, wow, it's too easy. I don't think I really am, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you are. I've experienced it. I can do it now pretty much at will. And it's an amazing feeling. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you, with all of you, because I love you so much, honestly. Okay, there's probably more to come. I'm still on the road today for a couple of hours, so, and then soon I'll be on the road for like 24 hours straight. So lots to come.